Welcome back, beer tubers. Time to take a look at the latest collaboration beer from Stone. This is with Aleman and two brothers, and this is Dayman Coffee IPA, 8.7% coffee IPA. That's right, coffee IPA. Aleman is, I guess, a few guys back in Chicago won a homebrew contest. Greg Koch went out there to judge the contest. This is the winning beer, and they brewed it up with two brothers, which I guess also roast some coffee, and they did a particular coffee blend for this IPA. So all collaboration beers are now coming in 22 ounces. So if you're looking forward to coconut IPA, it will be in 22-ounce bombers. So let's get to Dayman though first. It pours out a pretty light color. I mean, it looks like an IPA. It's a dark orange, got just a nice off-white head on there. There's a little bit of alcohol legs on there. Let's get the aroma. Hops and coffee is what I get. It's Cascade and Citra hops. And I guess the coffee roast they're using is on the lighter side because it's not really darkening up this beer, but you get plenty on the road. A lot of earthy, spicy notes. I mean, you get the Citra character, you know, that sweeter orange, tropical fruit nose. But yeah, a lot of like earthy spiciness. Not only from probably the hops. I mean, I don't know when they're using the Cascade, but I'm assuming they're using it on the finish. Adds a little bit of a floral note to it as well. You know, subtle grapefruit, but quite a bit of coffee on the nose. Let's dig in. Cheers. Yeah, wow, a lot of coffee in the beer. The hops are certainly there, but wow, it's a ton of coffee. 8.7%. Hides the alcohol really, really well. You wouldn't detect that this is 8.7%. You'd probably think it's more like 6.7%. Really drinkable. It's a really weird beer. It's a really weird blend of flavors. Typically, you're getting coffee and stouts, porters, those type of beers. You know, the darker realm of craft beer is typically where you see the coffee added. Putting it with a really citrusy, floral, tropical fruit-like hop build in an IPA just creates this whole different dimension to the beer. It changes the way it drinks. It's an interesting beer. So initially drinking this beer, I get this quick little bit of a hop character. It comes really quick, and then the middle of the beer, after you get that little tinge of bitterness, which it tends to be that sort of citrusy, earthy character. That bitterness up front really quickly subsides to a lot of coffee. It's a lot of sweetness. You're getting the earthy character, some spiciness, a lot of nuttiness, and it adds this coffee sweetness to the beer. Maybe a little bit of a fruitiness in there too, that's sort of buried. But the whole like middle section of this beer, large part of the middle section of the beer, it drinks like coffee, and then the finish has the bitterness. You start picking more of that sweet orange up. It's not overly tropically, I would say. It tends to lend to that more earthy floral character and sweeter orange than, you know, all the tropical fruits, you know, the mangoes, the other stuff you might get with Citra. I think the coffee kind of covers up maybe that aspect. Depends on how they're using it in the beer. Finish is nice and dry. The alcohol is helping out dry out the beer along with the hops. It's just remarkably drinkable for 8.7%. Not overly complex, but it's really just a weird beer, really. How the coffee just hangs in there with the hops. But I would say, at least this particular bottle, the coffee tends to be definitely coffee forward, and it drinks like a cold brewed coffee, but someone threw some hops in there. So it's a really interesting beer. We're checking out if you can get it. I heard they didn't make a whole lot of it and sold out pretty quickly, but gotta love the name of it, Dayman. If you're an Always Sunny fan, that's awesome, because Dayman is the fighter of the Nightman. So I don't know if this beer is quite the champion of the sun. I'm gonna go straight up B with this one. It's above average, but it is a massive karate and friendship for everyone. So wraps it up for Dayman. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, please comment, subscribe. Cheers.